Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Cletus here, back with another Wuthering Waves guide. In today's Wuthering Waves video, we are going to be going over echoes. This is one of the most important features in the game to understand. Echoes can be confusing for many new players, and this guide will give you a great understanding of echoes and the ecosystem inside of Wuthering Waves. Before we hop into the guide, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any Wuthering Waves content. Thanks. Now let's get into the echo guide. The first thing we're going to start with is what are echoes. I'm going to try to explain this so that even the rooster out back can understand. Echoes are items you can equip to your character that will increase their power. Each character can have up to 5 echoes equipped at a time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All echoes will fall under a certain set. So for this set, we're going to go ahead and look at this set, right? So this set right here is going to be this set right here. So the Void Thunder set, all these echoes can fall under that set. And you can find out which set each echo belongs to by this little symbol right next to it, right? It'll tell you exactly what set it belongs to. And if you're looking at the screen, it'll be up here. And also down here, it'll tell you right here, right? If you have multiple of the same echoes equipped, you'll get what's known as a sonata effect, right? So this sonata effect is located down here. And for a 2-piece of that set, you'll get an effect, right? And then for the 5-piece of that set, you'll also get another effect. When you first start your journey in Wuthering Waves, these sets are not too important, but later down the line will be critical to boosting your character's power. For now, just go ahead and equip whatever echo gives you the main stat you're looking for. So your main stats are going to be located right here, right? And each echo is going to have its own specific main stat, and it's located right here, right at the top, right? Each echo also has a cost, and that cost is going to be located right here, right above their name. Or you can go ahead and separate your echoes by cost up here. And so this will be your 4 costs, this will be your 3 costs, and these will be your 1 cost, right? So you can look at all the costs, or you can just press all and it'll give you every single echo you got. And when you first start the game, you'll only have 8 points to equip echoes, and your point system will be up here. This is the cost, right? And each echo has a cost. So I'm going to go ahead and call them points, right? But as you continue to progress, you'll reach the maximum of 12 points. So on this account, I have all 12 already. So you'll get there. It just takes a little bit of time. And there are 3 types of echo costs in each game. You got your 4 cost echoes, which are your Calamity and Overlord echoes, or as I like to call them, boss echoes. You also have your 3 cost echoes, which drop from your elite enemies. These enemies are far and few between. There's quite a bit on the map, but they're a little bit more spread out, and you won't see too many of them going on. And then you got your 1 cost echoes, right? And your 1 cost echoes are from your common enemies. Your 1 cost echoes are from your common enemies. You'll find these guys all over the place. So getting these guys to drop their echoes, you'll probably get a whole bunch of them, right? Now, every echo in the game will drop with a random main stat. For example, my 4 cost echo right here has a crit damage main stat. 4 cost echoes are the only echoes that can drop with the main stat of crit rate, crit damage, and healing bonus. So these echoes are going to be fairly important when you're building out your characters. Your 3 cost echoes are the only echoes that can drop with the main stat of energy regen, and also have the ability to have the main stat of an elemental damage bonus. And what I mean by an elemental damage bonus is, as you can see here for this main stat, we have an electro damage type. Let's see one that don't. This one has an arrow damage type, and these are going to be this fusion damage type, right? So these are going to be your elemental specific. And these elements are arrow, electro, havoc, spectro, fusion, and glacial. And These are the only ones that can drop with your elemental specific as well as energy regen. Let me see if I can find an energy regen one real quick. So right here, this one has energy regen. So your 3-cost echoes can only drop with energy regen as well. Your 4-cost echoes won't get energy regen on their main stat, and your 1-cost echoes won't get energy regen on their main stat. So it's important to understand that your 3-cost echoes can only drop with an elemental damage type percent or an energy regen, as well as drop with other things too. But the 3-cost is the only one that can drop with elemental damage and energy regen, right? And your 1-cost echoes can only drop with the main stat of HP percent, attack percent, or defense percent, right? And remember, for your early game progression, the only thing you should be worrying about when it comes to echoes is going to be your main stat of each echo. So basically, you don't really care about sets. Sets will be later down the road. For the early game, you just want to make sure that you're getting the correct main stat on an echo, all right? And that'll help you out quite a bit in the early game. Now, you can find out which main stat your characters want by going to the Forte or the Skills tab and clicking on their skills. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. You can come in here. So for him, we are going to be looking at this. We're going to go into skill details. And usually if it's blank down here, if it ain't got something beside it, it's not going to scale with anything but attack percent, right? And now I'll give you someone who scales off something a little bit differently, right? So we'll go over into skill detail and we're going to look right here. So right here, it'll say HP, right? So HP, that means that character is going to want HP, and their abilities and stuff will scale off HP. So the more HP you invest into that certain type of character, the more you'll get out of that character. The next thing we're going to jump into is going to be how to upgrade your echoes. Upgrading your echoes will increase the main stat with each upgrade, and when you hit level 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, you'll unlock a tuning slot that, when upgraded, will give you a substat, right? We will get into substats here in a moment, but first let me explain the rest of this. Level 25 is the max your echo can go. So for example, I'll go ahead and show you this. So I can't upgrade this echo no more. It says max level reach, and that's because it's at 25. Now this is a terrible echo, and I don't want you to take this as an example, but this echo is level 25, right? So when you want to upgrade an echo, you're going to come over here and hit this button right here. It's going to say upgrade on it. There are a few options on this screen. I'm going to suggest that you never click on this auto select button. It's just going to waste a whole lot of resources, and you really only want to take an echo up 5 levels at a time, and that's in case the substat rolls poorly. You can stop working on the echo. So you're just going to want to hit this square right here to bring up this screen, and it'll show you echoes that you've already previously invested into that you can use as food. Or what you want to do is you want to invest your tuners. These are called sealed tubes, right? And these sealed tubes are going to be used as XP for your echoes. Each one of these sealed tubes will give you a certain amount of echo XP. So there's different rarities. You got purple, you got blue, you got green, and you got gold, man. And each one of those will give you a different amount of XP. So you kind of want to be careful on which ones you're using to upgrade, and that way you don't go over or under or whatever, you know. Now I'll show you how to upgrade an echo using an example. This Havoc prison right here is going to be our example for that. I do know I want to upgrade this, so we're going to go ahead and take this to +5, right? And this is indicated right here. It'll give me +5, right? And then after that, once I upgrade it, it will upgrade to +5, and it'll give me 1 tuner slot, which will unlock a substat. So I'm going to hit upgrade, right? And that's going to upgrade. It's going to come up with this screen. It's going to show you how much your main stat increased by, and also your substat gets increased as well. And then you also unlock a tuning substat, a tuning substat. So down here it'll say sub attribute slot unlocked, right? So So now that the Echo is upgraded, let me show you how to tune an Echo to unlock the substat for that Echo. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. It says to be tuned. You click on that, right? And it'll bring up this screen right here. And if I want to tune it, I'm going to come down here and hit tune, right? And it'll do this. All right, so resistance, liberation damage. That's not too bad, right? So that's how you tune, right? So that'll unlock a substat, and you'll get one at level 5, level 10, level 15, level 20, and level 25. Now, there are 13 different substats that you can roll on Echo tuning, and that list will be right here. There's quite a few substats that are useless for your character. So if you roll a useless substat on an Echo, you may want to stop investing into it. I recommend that you don't invest a lot of resources into Echoes early game, as you'll want to save your resources for golden Echoes in the later part of the game. Golden Echoes will offer your characters more stats and are undoubtedly better than the purple Echoes, the blue Echoes, and the green Echoes. So up next, we want to talk about Echo skills, right? So Echo skills are going to be pretty important. So each Echo has its own skill in the game. If you equip an Echo in the first slot right here, this first slot right here, you'll be able to use that Echo skill while you're in combat, right? So generally, your 4-cost Echoes, the Calamity or Overlord boss Echoes, are going to be the best Echoes you can equip in that first slot. They do big amounts of damage as well as buff the character or your team. So it's a good idea to put these in your first slot so you can upgrade the skills and get these buffs. So by now you should have a good understanding of Echoes and how to upgrade them and which ones you should be looking for. Now, how do you even get Echoes to begin with? Well, this part here is a pretty simple one. In the beginning of your Wuthering Waves journey, you'll just run around and defeat every monster that you see, and you'll have a chance for them to drop their Echoes. As you continue to get these Echoes, you'll start upgrading your data bank. And your data bank is going to be located right here in your terminal. So you're in your terminal, your data bank's going to be located right here, right? And if you click on it, it'll bring up your Echo data bank, right? And this will show you a whole bunch of stuff, right? Your data bank is very important, and you want to start working on this as soon as possible. I will be making a guide on the data bank here shortly, so you can learn all about how to progress your data bank as fast as possible. So be on the lookout for that video, or check the channel to see if it's already out. For now, that'll do it for the Echo guide. There's a lot of information in this video, and it's understandable if you don't get it right away. I'm pretty stupid, and it took me a while to get it down, but within no time, this information will make complete sense to you, and you'll be obtaining Echoes and upgrading your Echoes. If you found this information useful, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel for more Wuthering Waves content. Yep,